In the past few tumultuous days, investors around the world have rushed into what they think are safe havens. On this side of the Atlantic, it's been U.S. Treasuries. On the other side of the Atlantic, in Europe, it's been German government debt, what's known as the Bund. People figure, hey, Germany, it's the biggest, the strongest economy in Europe. That's where you want to put your money. Thorold Barker, editor of Heard on the Street, and my boss, it should go, so I'll have to be nice, even though it's Main Street, says that actually might not be the smartest thing. There might be some risk here.
Absolutely.
Why?
Couple of things, really. First of all, you've got to decide whether you want to be in euros full stop or whether there are other options. So if you want to be in just a safe haven, US Treasuries look a better bet right now. Because Germany has two big decisions, or one big decision, two big choices that it can make. Either it can say, look, we're going to backstop Europe. We're going to put our balance sheet behind Spain, Italy, Greece, these other countries, and say we're going to create Eurobonds, we're going to...
And keep the euro together.
Keep the euro together, collectivize the debt. But obviously that is going to hurt Germany. It's going to use a lot of their money over time.
Right.
So that arguably will make it less creditworthy and should push the yield up of Germany.
So right now you've got the German 10-year government Bund.
Way below the 10-year Treasury.
Right. The Bund is about 1.2% is the yield. The U.S. Treasury is about 1.55%. Yeah. Where, say, a year ago was the German Bund? It's about what?
It was about 2%.
2%, or maybe even go back 2 years?
Beginning of the year, 2%. And then
3%.
3% a year before that.
So as the yield has come down, that shows investors are bidding up the price of the bond.
Yeah.
And so if Germany takes on all the, if they say, fine, we'll backstop Greece, if that yield starts going the other way, what does that mean for an investor?
It means they lose money. So, I mean, so right now, if Germany decides to backstop all of this stuff, two things happen. One is people get less scared in general, so there's less of a flight to safety to Germany. And secondly, Germany's creditworthiness gets diluted by the less creditworthy countries around Europe. So there's a risk that if Germany does that, its actual bonds will get hurt. The flip side is, if it doesn't do that, and the euro actually were to break up,
well, that's why people are buying this, right? Because they think that's the safest.
Which is fine, and that's safe. If you're going to be in euros, that's the safest place to be. Because in the worst case scenario where the euro actually disintegrated into separate currencies, you'd end up with a Deutschmark, and the Deutschmark would be the strongest of those currencies. However, there would be huge collateral damage on the German economy. So you would actually get a big hit to the creditworthiness of Germany versus what it is today. So, that scenario would be good from a currency perspective. You'd have a much stronger currency. But you'd still face all of this turmoil in Europe, so arguably the better place to be would be in treasuries anyway.